So I'm very, very excited to call to the stage Ann Dunkin, Chief Information Security Officer, U.S. Department of Energy. And the stage is absolutely yours. Good luck.
I don't get up on stage getting offered, encouraged good luck. I truly am between you and lunch. So good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank my colleague and friend, Gabby Portnoy, for inviting us to be here today, as well as Professor Ben Israel for holding this wonderful event. I'm thrilled to be here today at Cyber Week, joined by my colleagues from the U.S. government, Israel, and partners around the world. I'd like to start this morning by speaking a bit about the evolving cybersecurity landscape. In today's world, our supply chain, software, and critical infrastructure are increasingly interconnected. The idea that we can simply make ourselves a hard target to deter bad actors is both outdated and dangerous. Any vulnerability in our systems, be it hardware, software, the end user, or any single link in our complicated supply chain, has the potential to serve as a threat vector, both upstream and downstream. SolarWinds, Log4j, and more recent incidents have underscored the complexity of the risk landscape we face. The good news is that these events have catalyzed significant action, and every event makes us smarter, and every response makes us more capable. Most notably, as Acting National Cyber Director Walton and Ambassador Fick mentioned today, President Biden released the U.S. National Cybersecurity Strategy earlier this year. The strategy outlined U.S. government priorities in cybersecurity, which rely on a strong foundation of collaboration. At DOE, collaboration underpins all of our technology innovation and cybersecurity efforts, from securing and defending critical infrastructure systems, to advancing research and development, to growing our cyber workforce. Moving forward, and in alignment with the National Cybersecurity Strategy, DOE understands that we must employ a collective defense approach to cybersecurity. Working with our partners across the government, private sector, and around the world bolsters our security posture and that of our partners, allowing for information sharing and resulting in faster learning. As Director Walton noted, we must take ownership as among those who are most capable to defend and secure our systems. We must cooperate with like-minded international partners focusing on innovation and cybersecurity capacity building measures, cybersecurity for industrial control systems, the sharing of cybersecurity best practices, as well as workforce development strategies and training. So today, I'd like to provide updates on how my team is advancing cybersecurity through collaboration at the enterprise, federal, and international levels. So I want to start with a quick overview of how DOE is structured and what my role is at DOE. DOE is a complex organization with a broad mission. Our federated enterprise includes numerous headquarters program offices, 17 national laboratories, 4 power marketing administrations, and manufacturing plants and cleanup sites around the United States. The department's cyber mission is vast. As the department's senior cybersecurity official, I provide leadership and cybersecurity services for both IT and OT infrastructure across the department, and for including our lab resources, such as cutting-edge technologies, which is including the NIF, where we recently demonstrated a nuclear fusion reaction that generated more energy than it took, as well as our particle accelerators and other basic scientific research facilities, and our national security research and manufacturing complex, as well as our power transmission facilities managed by our power marketing administrations that operate the grid for 36 states and sell the electrical output of our federally owned and operated hydroelectric dams across the United States. Our broad mission, combined with DOE's federated structure, presents unique cybersecurity strategies requiring an agile, risk-based approach to improve the security of IT and OT systems and critical assets to enable our mission. So my office leads DOE's unity of effort approach to cybersecurity with transparent, inclusive, and collaborative governance processes across DOE staff offices, program offices, national laboratories, power marketing administrations, plants, and sites. This applies to both ongoing cyber efforts as well as being flexible and adaptive to emerging events and requirements. As part of our foundational cybersecurity services for DOE, we offer automated cyber analytics, risk monitoring tools, and risk monitoring tools, some of which are utilized by other government agencies. My office provides cybersecurity leadership on behalf of the enterprise, partnering across DOE, employing a risk-based approach with a focus on our collective defense. We're leading DOE's work to implement zero trust architecture, including implementation of multi-factor authentication, encryption at rest and in transit, and secure cloud adoption. Given that our federated nature relies on centralized oversight but decentralized management, we've developed an agency-wide working group to share best practices, lessons learned, and adopt common solutions where feasible. We're taking a similar approach with emerging technologies, including advanced wireless and generative AI. I got that AI mention in as required. And by working with the subject matter experts from across the department, our goal is to understand and standardize the department's adoption of these capabilities and to provide guidance, principles, and best practices for implementing these technologies and solutions. We want to make it easier, faster, safer, and more intuitive for our colleagues across DOE to use cutting-edge technology to serve the American people. And collaboration is key in each of these endeavors. I'm encouraged by the support we're seeing enterprise-wide, with volunteers stepping up to provide knowledge transfer and partnerships to make DOE, our federal government, all of us, safer and more secure. Leading through collaboration extends beyond DOE. We're also working with interagency partners through the Federal CIO Council's Innovation Committee to develop a guide for applying zero trust principles for OT and IoT systems, as well as providing guidance on future adoption of IoT through participation in federal working groups. And it also extends beyond the United States. My office collaborates with international partners to share best practices and partner in hands-on cyber incident response training and exercises for practitioners at all levels in the government and energy sectors around the world. Along those lines, my team was an eager partner with the Office of the National Cyber Director in developing the National Cyber Strategy and the National Workforce Cyber Strategy. My team is leading efforts to update DOE's own cybersecurity strategy as well. We've assembled a network of subject matter experts at the forefront of cybersecurity issues from across our enterprise. And we're engaging in critical conversations to refine our approach as we plan for the years to come. What will move us forward? How will we measure success? What do we need to anticipate? And how can DOE be the best partner for others as part of our collective defense? Our strategy will reflect the goals of the new National Cybersecurity Strategy and DOE's focus on a risk-based approach to securing our systems. Our strategy will help us ensure that our national cybersecurity priorities will be woven into the fabric of the entire organization. The strategy will lay out several specific things we must do or continue to do to ensure the enterprise-wide success of our collective cybersecurity mission. Things like understanding risks through the identification of threats, critical systems, interdependencies and vulnerabilities, and the likelihood and potential impact of a cybersecurity incident. Mitigating risks by applying zero trust principles and enhancing vulnerability identification and management. Enabling mission resilience by aligning our internal and external cybersecurity efforts to drive innovations that will help shift the advantage away from malicious actors and towards those defending our systems and networks. And developing our workforce by improving cybersecurity awareness and capability, and protecting critical infrastructure by ensuring cyber resilience for assets, systems, and networks that provide functions necessary for execution of the broad DOE mission. Our strategy will dovetail with the U.S. National Cybersecurity Strategy. And as I've noted, my office worked closely with the White House to provide critical input into this strategy, as well as the forthcoming implementation planning, making it extremely easy for us to align with that plan going forward. DOE is poised to address current and future threats to our critical infrastructure assets and enterprise systems through enhanced research, development, and deployment of advanced cyber techniques to improve our resilience. My office will be heavily focused on two strategic objectives to meet that need. First, to modernize federal defenses, supporting our collective operational defense. This includes expanding the ability of centralized shared services, software supply chain risk mitigation, multi-factor authentication, data encryption, gaining visibility into the entire attack surface, identity and access management, cloud security adoption, and the need to replace, modernize, or otherwise mitigate legacy systems to ensure such systems can leverage critical security technologies. So basically, we just plan to do it all. And next, perhaps is most relevant to today's audience, we'll focus heavily on strengthening our international partner capacity. Applying our collective defense approach means our cyber collaboration must include our like-minded international partners. We'll continue to build a coalition to advance shared cybersecurity priorities and promote a common vision for the digital ecosystem, and work to strengthen the capacity of like-minded states across the globe to support these goals. My office cooperates with international partners focusing on innovation and cybersecurity, from supply chain security to workforce development. I'm proud to share that we've accelerated our collaboration with Israel over the past year through a series of working level meetings to explore meaningful partnership opportunities. As part of our collective defense efforts, we're now working on initiatives to build our defensive technologies in ways that will be used to defend Israel's critical infrastructure. There is much to learn from each other, and I look forward to our continued collaboration. And finally, I want to remind everyone of a point that Director Walden made, and that I frequently make. While cybersecurity is a full-time job for many of us in this room, cybersecurity is simply an enabler of our use of technology. It is not our goal. Our goal is to make technology available to all and enable a better world for all of us. So in closing, I'd like to thank our hosts for today's event and for encouraging meaningful discussions throughout the week, as well as my colleagues for your thoughtful participation. Ensuring secure and resilient systems will require our continued dedication and collaboration, and I look forward to working with all of you to achieve that. Thank you.